Hello everyone, this is Ken Parrish from your Dearborn City Council, and this will be another segment of Council in the Community. Today I have a guest from the Dearborn Police Department Youth Bureau, Sergeant Jared McAuliffe, and happy to see you here today.
Happy to be here.
Great, and what we're going to be talking about today is all based on this. For many, many years ago, we used to have public service announcements. And for those of us that are a little bit more advanced in age, we may remember it quite well. Do you remember this slogan? It's 10 o'clock, folks. Do you know where your children are? It morphed a few years later. Hello, everyone. It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Well, I think that kind of comment is really prevalent today, too. Do you know where your children are? Juvenile crime is prevalent everywhere, and Dearborn is not alone. So that's why I invited Sergeant McAuliffe here today to kind of talk about juvenile crime, but if we could, just kind of give a little bit of background about yourself, how long you've been with the police department, just some of your background.
I grew up in the city of Dearborn, went to Divine Child High School, graduated from there, went to Western Michigan University, and got hired here a short time later. I've been with the department for a little over 15 years now, and just recently, in the last few months, was assigned to the Youth Bureau in our investigative division.
Wow.
So, in the Youth Bureau, we have 6 school resource officers that work our 51 schools in the city. So obviously, when school starts, they are constantly busy.
Absolutely. You can see. Do the school resource officers, are they out on the road then during the summer hours when school?
During the summer hours, they get reassigned to the patrol division, so to help supplement our patrol division.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that information. If you don't mind me asking then, what do you feel or what do you think from statistical means? What's the most prevalent crime in Dearborn? What comes in contact with you in the Youth Bureau more than anything else?
I would say number one is probably vaping in the schools. Vaping, tobacco use, and reckless driving are probably our 2 most common complaints, and ones our school resource officers deal with on a daily basis.
Well, obviously, for the vaping, there's got to be a series of health risks for the kids, and why we have legislation.
Numerous health risks, and I'm pretty sure that's why they increased the age from 18 to 21, which I think some parents still aren't even aware of that they think 18, because it was always 18 and they can go out and buy it, but now it's actually 21.
We do have a curfew ordinance, and that's why I started bringing it up at the very beginning of this interview about 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Could you possibly tell us a little bit about the curfew ordinance and how it applies?
The City of Dearborn curfew ordinance, Sunday through Thursday between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. Friday and Saturday, the curfew hours are extended from to 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Kids cannot be out in a public place, whether a park, driving around with friends, the school parking lot, unless they're with a parent or a designated responsible adult that's assigned by their parent.
Can we possibly get another example of this? The reason why I'm bringing it up is like contributing to the delinquency of a minor. If you have minors under the age of 18, that are out and about, curfew violation, what if they have older kids with them?
The older kid, which is actually a common occurrence, there might be a 21, 22-year-old brother hanging out with 16, 17-year-olds in the car, and they can actually be held criminally responsible for aiding this minor to either be out past curfew, participate in vaping, various other activities.
What is the parental responsibility law for our adults?
Parents are supposed to have, it's by law, they're supposed to have a continuous duty to keep an eye on their children, whether it's making sure they go to school, making sure there's proper supervision. Now that is different between ages, right? A 10-year-old and a 16-year-old are going to have different types of supervision, but the parent is still technically criminally responsible when a 16-year-old is out roaming the neighborhoods at 1, 2 in the morning up to no good.
As far as I understand, juvenile crime is a community problem. We're not alone in this. Other communities have the same concerns and the same problems. And we have to do things to address these issues, but got to keep our youth occupied. There's all sorts of sports activities during the summer. We have church groups within the mosque, the synagogues, keeping us busy, summer reading programs, other activities to keep us busy. So any other comments that you'd like to make or bring up that we haven't discussed already?
I guess we're just not trying to end all the fun for juveniles in the city. We just kind of want to make parents aware of some of the laws and ordinances pertaining to them, and the law enforcement can't do it on their own. Obviously, the parents are a full-time police officer for their kid, so just to take more of a ownership.
So I got to make mention again. So, folks, it's after 10 o'clock at night. Do you know where your children are? Keep tab of where they're at and what they're doing. Until the next time, then, I'm Councilman Ken Paris, and for another segment of Council in the Community, thank you.